Pull up a chair. This is the Pattaya Red Pill Report. Let's unpack what she really wants and why none of it includes your feelings. Here's the brutal truth. Western dating is the worst deal a man will ever sign. You're not dating. You're working overtime for free in the hope of maybe getting approved for intimacy. 3 weeks of texting, 2 overpriced dinners, hours of fake laughter at stories you don't care about. And what's the payout? A polite hug and a "let's do this again sometime," while she heads home to text the guy she actually wants. That's not romance. That's indentured servitude in a dress, and men will defend it. They'll brag, "I don't pay for it." No, you don't pay cash. You pay in the only currency you can't get back: time, hours, days, even years wasted chasing illusions. Now, contrast that with Pattaya. Here, there's no mask, no endless auditioning, no pretending to be her therapist, clown, or emotional support animal. You pay, you play, and you know exactly what you're getting. And if she doesn't measure up, you don't negotiate, you replace her. 10 minutes, one corner, problem solved. So ask yourself, what's really smarter? Wasting half your life on the Western dating carousel, or spending your time in a place where your money and your hours actually buy something real? Even if it's transactional, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this with a man still stuck in the West buying drinks for land whales. Think of it as charity work. You might just save his life. The scam of Western dating. Western dating sells itself as romance. It's really indentured servitude wrapped in a Hallmark card. Men are the workhorses pulling the cart, paying the tolls, smiling through the whip cracks, while she sits in the carriage deciding if you've earned a crumb of intimacy. They call it free. Free the way quicksand is free. Step in, struggle, sink. You're not paying with cash, you're paying with your life. Weeks of texting, logistics, validation, performance, and the payout, a half smile, and maybe next time. That's not love, that's layaway with no delivery date. And it doesn't just fleece broke guys. The richer you are, the more hoops you jump through, like a circus tiger dancing for treats. Dinner here, weekend there, constant emotional concierge service. The game never ends. It just gets pricier. Want a red pill postcard from reality? Look at Shannon Sharp. Fame, money, status, and still paying out heavy because in the West, everything's a guessing game with landmines. No clarity, no clean terms, just vibes, screenshots, and lawyers. That's the Western marketplace. You don't just risk your wallet, you risk your reputation, career, and future. In Pattaya, you either buy clarity or you walk away clean. No vibes court, no post-game PR tour. Western dating is a pyramid scheme. At the bottom, broke men fight for scraps. In the middle, working men bleed time and cash. At the top, even high-value men pay more for less, while women cash out at every level. And what do most women invest? Makeup, selfies, and the entitlement to bill you for their presence. That's not equality. That's invoiced illusion. In the West, you're not dating women. You're financing lifestyles. You're the unpaid intern in her rom-com, the background character funding her main story. Every dinner, every get-to-know-you night, every hour you can't get back is another brick in the prison you built yourself. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Time as the real currency. Money comes and goes. You can blow $1 million on girls, cars, and bottle service and still get it back if you grind hard enough. But the one thing you're never getting back is time. And this is where most guys fuck up in Pattaya. They spend their most valuable currency on the wrong woman. See, a rookie thinks the girl drained his wallet. Nah, she drained his hours. Hours he can't replace. Hours he could have spent with 10 other girls, 10 other adventures, 10 other stories worth bragging about. Instead, he's sitting on a balcony, babysitting some girl's hangover while she watches TikTok videos and calls him honey. That's the real robbery, not the 3,000 baht. It's the week you wasted on somebody who didn't give a shit about you the second your wallet closed. And this is where the Shannon Sharp rule comes back around, bro. He's 56 years old, and instead of enjoying his millions with dignity, he's burning his final quarter chasing a 26-year-old who bounced the second things got boring. You think you've got time like that to waste? You don't. None of us do. You can always make more cash, but your time, your health, your stamina, that's on a countdown clock. Pattaya is a buffet, but it's got an expiration date. Every day you waste locked into a fake relationship with a girl who's just marking time until her next payday. That's a day you'll never get back. And the cruel joke, She'll forget you faster than you forget her name. So treat time like what it is, the only real currency you've got. Spend it on experiences, on variety, on memories that make you laugh when you're too old to walk down Walking Street. Don't spend it as the emotional crutch for some 20-something who doesn't give a damn if you wake up tomorrow. Emotional labor comparison. Western women will tell you they're exhausted from emotional labor. The fuck does that mean? Listening to your problems? Texting you back? Picking which restaurant to go to? Congratulations, princess. You invented being in a relationship, and now you want a medal for it. Meanwhile, Southeast Asian women, they're doing the real thing. Not hashtags, not TikTok rants, actual emotional labor. Translating your broken tie to the waiter so your food shows up, smiling through your hangover moods, massaging your back after you haul your drunk ass home from Walking Street. And they don't file it under oppression, they call it taking care of their man. In the West, it's you're lucky to have me. In Asia, it's are you hungry? Do you need anything? One makes demands, the other makes you dinner. And here's the kicker. The Western model wants you to believe she's some kind of victim, even while she dumps her insecurities on you 24/7. But the Thai girl, she'll listen, nod, maybe even pour you another whiskey, then still get up at 6 a.m. to cook rice for you before work. That's emotional labor without the self-pity. So ask yourself, which world do you want to live in? One where every conversation feels like unpaid therapy, or one where a smile and a meal remind you what partnership is supposed to look like? Transaction versus illusion. They say there's no shame in paying for play. And they're right. Shame is a Western invention, packaged by priests, mothers, and Disney movies to keep you obedient. Out here in Pattaya, shame is the one currency that buys you nothing. Let's get something straight. This isn't a charity, it's a transaction. And before you roll your eyes and call it dirty, let me remind you, it's the oldest profession for a reason. Older than lawyers, older than bankers, hell, older than your dumbass 9-to-5 job where you sell your time for scraps of a paycheck. The girl sells fantasy. You sell 40 hours of your week to a boss who wouldn't even piss on you if you were on fire. Tell me again which one is more honest. See, out here, the shame isn't in paying. The shame is in pretending you didn't. The shame is in playing boyfriend when you're just a wallet and flip-flops. That's where the clowns trip. They get so wrapped up in the illusion that they forget the rule book. She's here for the money, not your feelings. And don't confuse this with weakness. Money has always been power. Alexander the Great paid mercenaries. Kings paid armies. You're just paying for a night or a week or maybe for her to call you daddy until your flight home. Nothing noble, nothing tragic. Just business. But if you carry that Western shame with you, you'll sink. Because this city is built on it. Built on desire, built on fantasy, built on the brutal truth that men will always trade wealth for beauty. The church lied, Hollywood lied, the feminists lied. But biology, she never lied. So stop hiding. Stop lying to yourself. You're not the first man to pay, and you won't be the last. You're just another pilgrim at the temple of the oldest profession. Pay your offering, enjoy your sermon, and walk away with your dignity intact. So remember, Pattaya isn't about saving girls or proving your worth. It's about clarity. No shame, no ego, no lies. The oldest profession is still the cleanest transaction, and the only men who lose are the ones still pretending they don't pay. If you're nodding along, hit the like, drop a comment, and support the channel. Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal, Cash App, links down below. Big thanks to the real ones already keeping this thing alive. If you're nodding along, hit the like, drop a comment, and support the channel. Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal, Cash App, links are down below. Big thanks to the real ones already keeping this alive. I'm Josh, and this was your Pattaya Red Pill Report. If the truth hurts, good, that means you're still alive. See you next round.